Alright, we're going to take a look at another MRE, or meal ready to eat, from XMRE. This is one of their 1300 XT series. They give you an average of about 1300 calories. And this one is menu number 4, which is cheese tortellini. This is currently, I believe, the only vegetarian meal that XMRE has in the 2015 lineup. And this one has a date code on it of 5041, meaning that this bag was packed on the 41st day of 2015, or February 10th, 2015. Take a look at the contents. We have our XMRE thermal sleeve, flameless ration heater, standard, and hot beverage bag. It's the entree, cheese tortellini and tomato sauce. And this one itself was packaged on the 203rd day of 2014, so it's still pretty fresh. It's an information card for the cheese tortellini. It's a vegetarian, 260 calories, 10 grams of protein. There's the ingredients if you're interested in reading those. You can pause this. And the nutrition facts. We have an orange beverage-based powder. Seems to be kind of the standard for XMRE. There's some regular crackers, MRE crackers, that were packaged on the 338th day of 2014. Peanut butter for the crackers. Oh, we have 2 XMRE snacks in this one. Oh, snack in this. Oh, okay, this is actually, I haven't seen this before. They've had some XMRE branded snacks for a while. This one is the nut raisin mix. It includes sunflower seeds, peanuts, raisins, and almonds. And like I said, this is actually packaged for XMRE. It looks pretty much the same as standard MRE components, but XMRE contracted out to a company to package their own. And I hadn't seen this before. This is an XMRE branded dessert. It's mini chocolate chip cookies. So that's a new one for me. And these, oh yeah, these do have date codes on them. This one is 5037, 37th day of 2015. It's kind of hard to see that one. And the nut raisin mix is, oops, also 5037. We have a standard XMRE accessory pack here. Which includes your spoon, napkin, instant coffee, creamer, sugars, salt and pepper, and a moist towelette. Let's start off by heating up the entree in the flameless ration heater. I'll hold this horizontal for a few seconds to get the water into the heating elements. And it's heating up pretty good. We'll rest this at an angle on a rock or something and give that about 10-15 minutes to heat up. And while that does its thing, we'll see what else we have. I'm going to check out the XMRE mini chocolate chip cookies. With the snack mixes, these don't have a tear notch on them, so you actually have to cut these open. Oh wow, these really are mini. I thought they're going to be like the ones that you find in regular MREs, but these are teeny tiny. interesting. Yeah, I think those would qualify as mini cookies. And is the nut raisin mix. The last one we had is very much sunflower seed based. Looks like we have 3 almonds, a few peanuts, and then the raisins and mostly the sunflower seeds. The surprising thing about this is that it's not salty at all. According to the package, it only has 95 milligrams of sodium, or 4% of your daily value. Which is great if you're not looking to have way too much salt in your diet. Not so great if you're looking to replenish sodium out in the field. Next is the crackers. And the peanut butter. Mix it up, get the oil mixed in good. We'll go ahead and mix up our orange beverage base powder in the hot beverage bag. It's going to take 12 ounces of water. I should open the powder first, but I didn't. That's the powder at the bottom here, so I'm going to give it a good shake. See a few little bits in there. Didn't shake it up quite enough, but it should be good anyway. We'll make up our instant coffee and then get to the entree. We have a deep, rich instant coffee here. Coffee mate creamer. And these sugars, I'm going to go ahead and put both of them in. I'm not really a coffee drinker in general, so the sweeter the better for me. It is nice that they give you 2 sugars. Some commercial ones I've seen don't give you any sugar or any creamer. Some of them only give you the 1 sugar, so it's nice to have the choice. And just looking at some of the calorie count, one thing to keep in mind is that you can use an MRE like this in many different ways. You can certainly eat the whole thing in one sitting, like I'm doing with the review, or you can just take what you need. You can just have the entree, you could carry the snacks around with you for later, Depends on how you want to split it up. 1,300 calories is a lot of calories for a single meal. If you're out doing something that's really stressful and using up a lot of, sweating a lot, and using up a lot of energy, you might need to replenish it with this. If you're just out camping and you're not really using up a lot of energy, you might not need it all. You could probably split this into 2 meals. And I did notice that the orange beverage gives you 160 calories. So if you wanted to cut those out, you could just drink water. There's a lot of different ways to go with it. Now it's time to see how our entree did. It's pretty warm in here still. Yeah, it's got good heat all the way through it. That one worked really good. Let me just wipe it off a little bit. Mix it a little bit to get it all even in here. Yeah, it's always a good idea to make sure that you have all the heating elements activated, and the newer flameless ration heater you can get, the better. I mean, there's not much you can do if you have an old MRE, it's going to have an old flameless ration heater in it. But obviously these being from 2015, they're pretty good. I'm not a vegetarian, and the meat-based MREs are definitely my preference. But of the vegetarian meals, the cheese tortellini has always been one of my favorites. It definitely has that canned pasta kind of a smell and taste to it, like Chef Boyardee, a Franco-American kind of thing. But that's to be expected, because the retort pouch itself is basically a flexible can. And this is stuff that's designed to last for a number of years. I'm sure it has some preservatives and stuff in it. But if you don't mind the canned pasta, then you probably won't mind these. Look at the inside there. A lot of times they'll add textured vegetable protein to make it seem even less like a vegetarian meal. To make it seem almost like it has ground beef or sausage or something like that in it. This one they just went with a straight tomato sauce. So the tortellinis look good. You can see there's some, looks like some peppers in here and some, looks like some tomatoes too. You know, it's nothing really fancy about it, but it's a good meal. And we'll go ahead and give this a try while it's still warm. Here's our tortellini. Looks like tortellini. And that's good. You can taste the cheese in there. I certainly wouldn't call it a delicious sauce. It really does taste like it came from a can. As I've said a number of times, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you expect from it. A little bit acidic, but really not bad. The tortellini itself, it's not too mushy or anything. It seems to taste pretty good. There's a better look at the inside of the cheese. You can't really see it too much, but it's very good. Still one of my favorite of the vegetarian meals. And certainly if it's not up to your liking, you can always add the salt and pepper they give you, or you can add your own hot sauce. And you always have the option of crumbling up some crackers and putting that in there too, which would be fine. Next we're going to try the crackers with some peanut butter. And with those both being fresh, it's very good. Nothing wrong with that. And try a little bit of this nut raisin mix. See if we can get a little bit of everything in here. Get the unsalted peanuts, the roasted almonds, black raisins, and the sunflower seeds. It's a good combination, even though it's not salty. It's because the raisins give quite a bit of flavor. And that's good. I like it. Try a little bit of this coffee. And that tastes like instant coffee, nothing wrong with that. I'll go for a little bit of this orange beverage-based powdered drink, which is always good. To me, it's nice to be able to have something flavored rather than just having water all the time. It is a little bit different from the carbohydrate electrolyte drinks, and that it tastes more like best way I can describe it is like a breakfast drink, like Tang or something like that. But it definitely has a nice orange flavor to it. And that leaves us with the mini chocolate chip cookies, which is something I've never tried these before. I've never seen these, and interested in seeing what they like. And genuine MREs, they do have chocolate chip cookies, but they're it's about an inch or so round. And I thought that's what I was expecting these to be, but these are very tiny. As you can see. And they're crunchy. I was actually almost expecting them to be sort of squishy, almost like a cookie dough kind of a candy thing. But they do have a crunch like a regular cookie. They're not fantastic. They're not overly sweet. I certainly don't mind eating them. And it's hard to say sometimes with these stuff. I mean, if I say it's not fantastic, it might sound like it says it's not good, but there's nothing wrong with them. Just a little bit, something a little different. So that was a look at XMRE's menu number 4, the vegetarian one, and it was the cheese tortellini. Thank you for watching.